I wish I could tell you the story ended last winter, but it didn't. Darkness fell over Bladen County again, and this time, it felt worse. It started with Clyde Harkin's farm. He found 5 of his pigs dead in the pen, skulls crushed, bodies untouched, and not a single drop of blood. I heard he dropped his lantern right there in the dirt, whispered like he was praying, "Not again, Lord, not again." That night, I tuned into the local radio static buzzing, and then the host said it plain as day. Authorities are baffled by a string of animal mutilations in Bladen County. Descriptions match the infamous Beast of Bladenboro attacks of the 1950s. Panic hit the town overnight. I watched school buses stop at every driveway, parents double locking their doors. Nobody was taking chances this time. At the elementary school, I overheard Mrs. Lyle confronting Sheriff Daines. Her voice cracked when she asked him, "You expect these kids to walk home alone after what happened to the Harkins pigs?" Sheriff Daines didn't answer right away. He just rubbed his temples, like he could still hear his grandfather's stories from 1954 echoing in his head. Then it hit even closer to home. Margaret Teague, sweet lady, always humming when she did the dishes, lost her dog, Rusty. She told me she heard him bark once, and then silence. She looked out the window and saw it. Rusty's body had severed cleanly, the ground spotless. No blood, no tracks. They say Margaret's screams shook the whole block. Sheriff Daines showed up that night. I was there too. His flashlight trembled in his hand when he knelt by the body. He muttered, "Just like the old days. Crushed skulls, no blood, like something sucked it dry." Deputy Carter laughed it off, said it was probably just a stray dog pack. But Daines didn't laugh. He pulled out an old newspaper clipping from his coat pocket. 1954 headline. Beast of Bladenboro. Animal killer still at large. The town gathered at the hall, voices shouting over one another, fear thick in the air. Jed Cartera, seasoned hunter, slammed his fist on the table. "I tracked cats from here to Tennessee. Ain't no bobcat done this, that thing's back." Mayor Duckworth, whose granddaddy was mayor back in '54, tried to calm them down. But then a woman screamed from the back of the room. My boy saw eyes in the swamp glowing yellow. I saw those eyes too, but I'll get to that. I was driving down Clear Run Road just past midnight, fog thick as soup. Something darted across the road, bigger than a dog, too low for a deer. But it was the sound that froze my blood. A baby crying, broken and echoing through the woods. But it wasn't human. I floored it all the way to town, hands shaking so bad I dropped my keys twice at the gas station. Told the clerk what I saw. He just nodded slow and said, "That thing's been around longer than any of us. You just saw what most folks won't admit is real." Then the school incident happened. Lissar teacher stayed late one night grading papers. Said she heard scratching outside the window. Figured it was a stray cat till it turned into pounding. She ran for her car, only to find all 4 tires slashed. Claw marks down both doors like something tried to rip it open. The security footage caught something, not the creature itself, just a pair of glowing yellow eyes staring in from the dark. Same as the ones from the trail cam. Same as the old newspaper sketches. And then there was the bus. Luann was driving her usual route at dusk, seats behind her empty. She heard scratching above her head. I swear to you, she heard claws punch through the metal roof. The radio crackled with Sheriff Daines' voice. "Luann, you there? Do not open the door." The bus lights flickered. She looked up. A shadow covered the windshield. Then darkness, and a scream that carried through the woods. Then came the news report. Similar attacks reported in Brunswick County. It ain't over, not by a long shot.